Hey kids, it's time for another exciting episode of KWJUDAS. Yes, this is Political Pushover here on KWJUDAS Gumption City Radio, and I got a fucked up eye.
What happened to your eyeball?
I don't know if you noticed. This my left eye. It's kind of swollen.
Yeah?
Like, I don't know what happened to it. I just woke up and it was fucked up.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
I hate waking up with puffy eyes. I had kind of puffy eyes this morning when I woke up as well.
It's not just puffy, it hurts. Like, it's to the touch.
Oh.
Yeah, like...
So it's like bruised feeling?
It's like I got punched in the face or something.
Oh, man.
Like, just touching it hurts.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
I don't know what happened. I don't know. It almost kind of feels like I got stung by a bee or something. Because I've been stung by a bee many times, not just once or twice, like more times than I can count, right in the eye.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like they know to aim for your eyes.
Right.
So, yeah.
I've had them get me in, like, the back of my head when I'm mowing my lawn. Like, they'll come out, and they're like, they're relentless. I had a whole bunch of hornets I murdered. You know, like I go, when I find them, I'm like, okay. I hope you enjoy the rest of your short-lived life because I'm going to murder you later tonight. I go and spray them. It gives me a lot of pleasure to spray those nests.
Yeah, me too. When you can find them.
Yeah.
There was this one time. Have you ever seen? It's on the way down to Price. This house that's in the middle of a pond.
Yeah, I think I have.
Just right off the side of the road.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
I think it's by Thistle.
Yeah, I've seen that place before.
So, I decided I was gonna try and make a video of me fishing off of that house.
Oh man.
And so, yeah, I waded out in the water and climbed up the fucking roof.
Yeah.
And cast my pole out, and I had my buddy with me who was filming it all. And as I was creeping up the side of the house before I cast my pole out, I saw one wasp fly into the hole in the roof.
Oh, jeez.
And I was just like, okay, that's hopefully nothing.
Yeah.
But something told me
he was going back to report to the troops.
Yeah, that it was more than just nothing.
Oh, man.
And so, yeah, like within seconds of me casting my pole out, I was swarmed by wasps.
Oh, no.
And they went right for the eyes.
Oh, no.
And so, yeah, since it got me in the eyes, I grabbed my face, my sunglasses, I immediately tear them off.
Uh-huh.
And they slide down the opposite side of the house. So I lost my sunglasses.
Oh, my
not
God.
getting those back.
Yeah.
And I dropped my fishing pole, and I slide down the side of the house that's like closer to the road.
Uh-huh.
And I have to get my fishing pole back at least. So I had 2 poles. I don't know why I brought 2 poles, but luckily I brought 2 poles.
Probably some premonition there.
Well,
you have a backup.
Yeah, right. I usually like to fish with 2 poles anyways, but bringing 2 poles up onto the roof just seems like ridiculous.
Do you cast them at the same time?
Well, no, but you can fish at the same time.
That's cool.
Now you can. You don't have to buy an extra license. You can just get a 2-pole license.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know you had to have a special license for that.
You used to, but not anymore.
That seems kind of weird.
So, yeah, I used my fishing pole, the one that I still had, to grab the other fishing pole that was still up on the roof without going up and braving the bees again. And then I sat there and bobbed for fish just while I was inside the house, which I don't think there are any fish in that pond.
It's just like a bunch of just like slush.
It looks like a place where fish would be.
Right. Is there a river going into it or anything like that?
Yeah, there's water going in and water going out, and it doesn't empty out any time of the year.
There's got to be something in there at least.
I would think so. I know that there's beavers because there was one flattened on the side of the road.
Really?
Yeah, a dead beaver. So they have beavers in that pond. They had one.
Beavers have like the weirdest like life goal. Their goal is to block water. It's like well, maybe that's not their only goal, but they have like this one job that they do that's very bizarre. Like they just feel like they need to shove sticks in the water and make it so the water doesn't go. I don't know why they do that.
To make a home.
That's their nest?
Yeah, that's their home. And it is kind of crazy how beavers...
It seems like a very dangerous place to make your home.
Right. Well, a lot of birds make their homes in dumb places too.
That's true.
That aren't very safe.
Well, I mean, their brains are like the size of a pea, you know. That's not what you would expect, you know.
Yeah, beavers seem pretty smart. They seem pretty on it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're able to take down trees way bigger than themselves and just drag them clear to the fucking river.
That's pretty cool.
Just to dam it up. And they're protected, too, usually. Wherever you go, you're not allowed to fuck with their homes.
I remember, like, as a kid, like, seeing beavers in cartoons and building dams. And it was, like, really nice-looking logs that they put up. Like, it looked nice. And then you see it in real life, it's just a bunch of brush just shoved in the water.
Word.
They're not, like, cutting down logs, you know, and, you know, binding them down to, like, corners like a pencil. You know, like you see in the cartoons. But that'd be pretty wild to see. That'd be pretty sophisticated.
Sophisticated, he says.
Well, wouldn't it be? I'd have to.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, if the beaver could do that and make a solid structure like a human would, that'd be very sophisticated for a beaver.
It's true.
Or it might be dumb for a beaver because we might be dumber in that regard.
Well, even not to bring the subject back to wasps, but look at wasp nests. They're pretty sophisticated.
They are.
You know, like bees and wasps make pretty intricate nests.
It's pretty wild how many will fly out of a wasp's nest. It's like how do you fit that many wasps inside of that thing? Like, it seems like every time I spray it, there's like 13 that come out. And
13? That's a small amount.
I know, but like, I don't know. I've seen larger ones, but they're not that big. They're like the size of like, I don't know, like maybe like a jawbreaker. Like, you know, remember the ones like at Kohler's we used to get, those big white ones?
Yeah, for, I don't know, $1.
Yeah, and you like eat it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got one of those ever.
Oh, really? Yeah, it just eats the shit out of your tongue. But like, I mean, it's smaller than that, like in between. And it's amazing how many come out. You know, I don't know. But those things used to rip the shit out of your mouth apart. I remember walking down there to get it, and I'd eat it. It took a week to eat it, and you put it in like the butter tray in the fridge and shut it.
The butter tray?
Yeah, just on like a piece of like a plastic like Ziploc bag.
You'd actually keep it in the fridge?
I don't know why.
Because it's leftover food.
Yeah, it took a couple. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why. It was a leftover. Then you'd eat it, and it was cold in the morning, and it would absorb everything else of the flavors in the fridge. Which was gross, but we're all eating it.
It absorbed the flavors from the fridge.
Yeah, and your tongue would feel like a cat's tongue by the time you were done eating it.
How does a cat's tongue feel?
Like you can lick flesh off of a bone. That's how a cat's tongue feels.
Word.
Yeah. You know a lion's tongue? That's what it does. Like, it shreds your muscle and skin.
I think I've heard that.
Like, that sounds so horrible. I can't even imagine. You think that they're biting you? No, they're shredding. They're like slitting. They're like sucking the skin and bone off of and the muscles off of your bones.
Yeah, I saw this one video where a lion was licking the shit out of this little warthog baby.
Oh,
it was brutal as fuck because, you know,
they're like spikes.
It was definitely killing it. It wasn't like trying to be nurturing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty rough. And apparently the reason why they rarely will attack a human, because we don't look like their prey at all, because their prey is on all fours. For us, there's like, I don't know, good fuck who this guy is. You know, but
we're too tall.
Yeah, but they will kill you.
Right.
If you're a threat, they will kill you.
Sure, it's a lion.
Yeah, lions are scary.
Well, let's have another song, shall we?
All right.
We've been gabbing for a minute, and we have a lot of music to get through.
Holy shit.
We're not going to play all the songs I got here.
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
I got plenty of music, though.
Hell yeah.
So, it's Political Pushover here. This is Rob Jolly speaking on the band's behalf here on KWJUDAS.
Was 1 year ago. How did I tell you my life haunted by my mind? I tried, but I'm disgusted. It's been
Indeed. Political Pushover on KWJUDAS, Gumption City Radio. Thank you all for being with us tonight. So, I guess we should start from the beginning. Do you remember when, like, about what year Political Pushover got started?
I was a sophomore in high school, and so I think it was in like 1999 into 1998, between 1998 and 2000 when we started playing.
Did you? I know that there was a period where you had a trombone. Was that when you first started, or?
Yeah, that was Cody Clark playing trombone.
Cody, yeah.
Yeah, like we were more ska based back at the beginning. I don't know why. I think we really got into Operation Ivy, and so we wanted to make something that was like Operation Ivy-ish. And then our friend Cody, we couldn't leave him out, which didn't make a whole lot of sense to even put him in the band because he didn't know how to play an instrument. But
so he didn't know how to play trombone. He just picked it up, and
no, he just kind of went around and just kind of bop, 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 and it's just nothing was good. And we played this Battle of the Bands at Lehigh High School, and Cody was up there, and it was just really embarrassing. And so we ended up kicking Cody out of the band at that time. And then it kind of fell apart after that. It was Tim Newcomb was playing drums for us, and he stopped playing, and Greg Wilson was playing bass, and he quit. And so, I know Greg Wilson was still playing with us, and I taught Ben Watson, our drummer, how to play drums with 2 pens in my upstairs bedroom, like one summer. And his dad got him a drum set for his birthday, and and then we just kind of went in his garage and played terribly for as long as we possibly could until we started writing some songs that we all liked. And we practiced in Ben's garage and then go out and skateboard in the church parking lot because he had a huge opening out of his backyard. And we built some ramps, and we go skateboard, and we come back and write punk rock songs. So it's pretty fun.
Hell yeah. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. It got a little too serious, though, like especially when we started writing this record. And this is honestly the best record I think we made.
The first one?
Well, this is technically the second one. The first record was just kind of like no one really wants to hear that one. It's like it's not.
So we don't have that anything from it here.
Brandon might have like a copy of it somewhere, but like I haven't heard that record in probably 20 years or more. And I remember it not being very good. I'm sure there's somebody, out there. But also at the same time, it was kind of the first record, first time in a studio. It was the first time we could hear our songs. So it was a really special moment for us.
Yeah.
But like
your first recording always is something special.
Yeah, it was cool. Like we recorded it in Mike Farr, who played in Chump, in his basement. And he had like his old basement set up, and he had me play through this Marshall JMP 30, I think it is, and it's the same like amp that Stephen Carpenter from Deftones was using. I was like, oh, that's cool. And he had a Les Paul, and I was like, oh, it's cool. So I played, and me and Ben and Greg, we'd play together, and our amps are in isolated rooms. Then Brandon would sing scratch vocals, and then he'd come in and track the real vocals, and it was, for being 16, it sounds pretty good. And then this record came out like a year or 2 after, like when we made this one. But this one had I think this one had like the best structures of songs, and all the songs went really well together. It's kind of more of the romantic Political Pushover, I guess. Like Brandon found love, I guess. But like was still like, politically driven like all the rest of the songs. But
yeah, you kind of have to with a name like Political Pushover.
Yeah, I remember like we used to go by PPO, but pushover is one word, so it was actually PP.
PPO sounds better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like we actually started getting some decent following for what it was, and because like we had to put on shows because there wasn't any venues, right? Like I'd have to call up like someone who did live sound, like John Buckner or whoever was around, or
I remember seeing you guys at the Lehigh Writers Club.
Yeah, that was the very first show.
Was it?
Yeah, and Brandon built that really scary wobbly stage. So scary. And Greg's band opened for us, and they called themselves the Wannabe Heroes. And they just played MXPX covers.
Yeah, there was Brandon's little brother, Brent Rock.
Yeah, he did his Horses song.
Played that night, and they called themselves Butt Love. And he was actually not bad at guitar, from what I remember. He was my age.
Brent's great, yeah. Like, he's one of my best friends. He's like him and Josh Spray, I think, was in that band too. And Josh is one of my best friends too. And like, we were always getting together, but I didn't know they had a band called Butt Love.
If I remember right,
that's probably what it was called. It sounds like them.
If my memory serves me correctly, I do believe that they were one of the opening bands, and they never played again. I don't think.
Yeah, it was like this. It was like the end of it. It's like his songs. Like, I got 2 horses, and one is black, and the other one's black as well, or something. One is, I don't know, but like it was like Tom Green music. You know, it was like all inspired by Tom Green. It seemed like.
Word.
You know, I used to love Tom Green.
Yeah, I liked Tom Green, but he kind of ruined it for people that used to like them and Jackass.
Yeah.
I used to just do crazy shit that, to disturb the peace until I saw these guys doing it too, and I'm like, oh, now everyone's going to think I'm copying them. And
not everyone has MTV back then.
Yeah. I still did crazy shit out in public. We've still got a video of it.
Cool.
That I put on YouTube not even that long ago. I found a way to convert VHS to digital.
Oh, cool.
And I put it on YouTube, even though it's glitchy as all hell.
Nice.
But it's still funny, especially if you were in it.
That's amazing. I don't know. I wish we had video of, like, when we broke into the Lehigh Hospital, the abandoned one.
We did that too.
Yeah, I wish that I had footage of it, but in my mind going in there, it's like I'm watching a movie. I can't believe, like, we went in there and did not get really hurt because the floors were super rotten. You know?
I think I told you about what happened when we went in there, didn't I?
That you fell into there's like a big thing of standing water in the basement?
No. I mean, there is, but that wasn't what.
No.
Maybe I just told you the Camp Jeremiah stories.
You told me that one, but I remember you telling me something about the Lehigh Hospital when you came up to my house that one time. Yeah,
basically, me and a friend of mine who, like, at the time, our mission was ghost hunting.
Yeah.
We went in there, and the door was, like, wide open.
Really?
And, yeah, we didn't even have to break in. So we just went in, and we went up to the top floor, and we all of a sudden heard a bunch of banging and, like, just a clamor downstairs.
Oh, wow.
And at first, we were just like, oh, fuck, it's the cops.
Yeah.
They found us, kind of thing.
Right.
And we just stood still at the top of the staircase, just listening. And the more we listened, the less it sounded like cops looking for someone, and the more it just sounded like someone making a clamor, like slamming.
Oh, really?
Because at the bottom of the stairs was the kitchen.
Yeah.
And so they were just slamming cupboard doors.
Oh, wow.
And pots and pans and shit just banging around.
That's pretty terrifying.
It was very terrifying because we needed to get the hell out of there, and the only way was to go through whatever was in the kitchen making those noises.
Why can't you go out the front door that was open?
Because we were upstairs.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We were stuck upstairs, and so finally, like, Julie, my friend at the time, who, was my cohort, my partner in crime, just grabs my hand, and we just book it down the stairs and book it around the corner. And as we go around the corner, one of the doors slowly eases its way shut, and if you remember the way that house or that building is set up, there's this big old long hallway that goes back and a big old long hallway upstairs.
Yeah.
And there's just room after room to your side,
Yeah.
you know, on the sides of the hallways. And then when you get to the front, there's a wall that goes this way, and then you go around that wall, and then there's the door.
Right.
So once we got to here, we hear the front door slam shut.
Oh, Jesus.
And we're just like...
It like knew you guys were coming and opened the front door for you to trap you.
Yeah, at first I was like, we're fucked, and she was like, no, we're not, and just plowed through it.
Oh, man.
Because I guess she was just scared enough to just onward ho kind of thing.
Jesus.
But I was like almost too scared to press on. Like I thought that they had us trapped.
Yeah, that's frightening. That's really scary.
I was like... She was like, it's just the wind. And I was like, that was not the wind. She's like, yes, it was. And we just plowed through.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. It was one of the most scared I've ever been.
One of the most scared times you've ever been. Yeah, dude, like my house is, I think my house is haunted that I live in now.
No, really?
Yeah, like, so I have a cat, right? But I feel someone like coming and sitting like on my bed. So I assume it's my cat, right?
Uh-huh.
But my door is shut, and I turn on the light, and she's not in there. She's out in the living room. But I feel like someone's sitting on the end of my bed, and then walking up towards me, and or standing in front of me where my eyes are facing, and it happens, I don't know, a couple times a month. It's really weird.
Huh. How long have you lived there?
I've lived there for almost 3 years now.
Has it been happening the whole time you've lived there, or?
Maybe, but now I'm just noticing it. Like when I'm in my kitchen, like I always will like feel something in my peripheral vision, and I swear to Christ, there's something like looking at me like all the time. And Josh Bray, he was my roommate, and he lived there. And he said that, yeah, there's like a kid who killed himself in here. I see him. I'm like, what? I'm like, no, you don't. He's like, yeah, there's a kid down there. Tell him it's okay. I'm like, no, it can't be true. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. So I don't know what to think.
Huh.
I don't know, but I like my house, but it feels like there's something coming in and visit me at night. Like I'm worried it's going to be like an alien, or it's going to be a ghost. It's something.
Have to have it exorcised.
I don't know. Like I've been listening to these disclosures, and these stories about aliens just appearing in people's rooms as like shadowy figures, and they just take them. And I listen to a lot of like binaural beats at night to go to sleep, and like sometimes just frequencies. And I found this one. It's like a mind awake, body awake, body asleep. And there's no talking in it. It's just like a sound in your ears, and it just zonks you. Yeah, it just zonks you right in. That's the only thing you can focus on. It's insane.
That's cool.
Yeah, you should try it. It's pretty sweet.
Word. Well, we should probably play another song or two.
Yeah, let's do that.
We're at about halfway through the show, so let's play a couple of songs.
Sounds good.
We don't have a wizard for our useless fact, so Political Pushover here on KWJUDAS, Gumption
man.
City Radio. That was a fun little hidden track there.
Yeah, that's that one was pretty fun. We were all working on our screams, and I can't believe like how I used to scream like I was getting murdered. That's how it's like all those really like blood curdling screams were me. Like
oh, that's all you?
Yeah, it's me. Like those screams, and like I had like the really long scream, and so it's just all of us kind of like sang. It was weird. Like we had a lead singer, but all of us would like kind of come in and feature ourselves. Like we all wanted to be the lead singer for some reason.
Yeah, everybody wants to be the lead singer.
Yeah, it's wild. Like,
but Political Pushover kind of being like Op Ivy. I mean, they had how many singers? Like 3 or 4?
Yeah, they had like the lead singer, and then like Tim Armstrong would sing, and I think Matt Freeman sang 1 or 2 songs. But they only did like the one. They did a couple like 7 inches, and I put it all into one record. I think that's how their record is.
Op Ivy.
Yeah,
right.
I think that's what it is. But no, like it was wild. That record was a pretty big turning point because that was the first record that we had Kobe Jacobs on playing guitar, and with me second guitar player, which was pretty sweet. He was an incredible guitar player, still is. And then Jason Granger on bass, and that was the longest. It was me, Brandon, Ben, Kobe Jacobs, and Jason Granger, and that was the longest stretch for the band that were current members. I mean, that were members, and so like I got kicked out of the band. Like at one point, it was pretty wild.
What for?
Because I couldn't go on tour, I think is what it was, and so I had to work, and I don't know. And
that's lame.
It was really lame, and there was like this thing that, like Kobe and Jason thought that, like I didn't want them in the band. It's like was absolutely not even a thing. Like for me, I'm like, this is news to me. I like having guys in the band, and it was really it was like this really weird competition that shouldn't have been there. But I don't know. Like me and Kobe and we've all worked out. We're all fine now, but it's just weird. We're just immature at the time. But this record, we started talking to an A&R person from Epitaph Records.
Your technically second record.
Yeah, second record. Yeah,
you said you had some fun facts about this record.
So the fun facts is that it was the first time we featured Jason and Kobe to join the band. We recorded with Joel Pack in his basement.
Yeah, we've recorded with him.
Yeah, it was really
good stuff.
It was great. And it was like the first time we recorded like real microphones, and we borrowed Jason Rawlings' snare to do it. And on one of the songs, we had to have Jason Rawlings do the drum roll because Ben couldn't do it. And also on the very first song on the radio show, the band Jupiter Sunrise were singing the choruses with us, and like we did a big old gang vocal, and Devin Davenport and quite a few people. We had like 9 people in that room singing that chorus. It sounded really cool.
Word.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Well, let's get on to the third album.
All right.
Your final album. What was the name of?
It was The Phoenix Rises.
And the last album was called?
Punk Rock Eternal. The one we just listened to is Punk Rock Eternal. And the last album was The Phoenix Rises.
Right. That's what we're about to hear.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Political Pushover here.
Last dance for redemption, my God, I'm slipping away. Need something, can't seem to find out. See some come, but I can't seem to make it out.
Yes.
Gumption City Radio, KWJUDAS. Thank you all for being with us tonight. We got about 10 more minutes left. So what do you want to talk about for the last couple minutes?
Well, what's cool about, you want to talk about the record? Or do you want to talk about it? Oh, yeah. So, what's fun about that record is that we tried an experiment where we put a nickel, like taped it to like the beater head of the kick drum, and so we could get like a click, like a clicky kick drum.
I've heard of people doing that.
Yeah, I think it was like a Pantera thing.
Right.
It's probably a choice that we shouldn't have made, because
I heard they used quarters.
Yeah, something like that. But like I think it was the first time we played to a click track, and it was a struggle. Like, I feel so bad for Joel with all the editing he had to do on that record. God bless you, Joel. You're a king among kings. But that record was kind of the record that broke Political Pushover. We were way too serious, and it was like, are we a hardcore band, or are we a punk rock band? Like, what, or a hybrid? And like, Ben wrote a lot of the guitar riffs in some of the songs, and they're great. Like, I think he's very underrated as far as like a guitar player and songwriter. But it was rough making that record, but it was like, I liked it in the end. Like, I was happy it was done, but it was a battle getting that record done. It was really hard.
Just funding wise, or?
Well, it wasn't funding. It was more or less of us like being in our element, you know, and like all of us deciding like what we wanted it to sound like, and there was all these like pressure things, because that's like when auto-tune like came out, and then like Superior Drummer, or I think not Superior Drummer, but it used to be something you use in Pro Tools for quantizing, but it was like but it wasn't like as developed as it is now when you use quantizing. So Joel was like having to move transients to get like us on the click, because he wanted to be able to do time-based effects like delays and stuff in the right BPM, and just wasn't the band for that. Like, it's like, I think Sing the Sorrow by AFI just came out, so like we were really into that record, and we were really into
that was a good one.
That was a really good record. And we like really into like the Unseen. Like, I was really into them, and really into Choking Victim at that time too. But I don't know, it was kind of like we just graduated high school, and it was like the year before like Ben decided to go on a mission. So we're like, oh yeah, whatever. And
yeah, that'll break up a band.
Yeah, and I think we just took ourselves way too seriously. It stopped being fun, and that's when I got kicked out. And I wasn't even that sad about it, to be honest with you, because I felt like I just felt like it wasn't fun anymore. Like,
right.
It seemed kind of like we were like trying to be serious, and just wasn't a good time. Like, if it's not fun anymore, don't do it. It's my rule.
Indeed.
Yeah.
How much longer did they last after you left the band, do you know?
They went and did like a West Coast tour, and then came back. I think they broke up after that. I went and saw them play at like the Shred Shack down in PG. I think that's what it's called. You know, over by Smith's.
I'm not sure.
Or Jam Shed, where it was called.
I think I heard a place they were doing shows.
Yeah. But I went and saw them play, and they're like playing like songs that I wrote. It was kind of weird to see.
Yeah, I
like,
bet that would be weird.
It's really strange to see your band playing, because you never get that perspective. And they sounded pretty good. I mean, one thing that was funny is that when Ben's microphone stand, the swivel lock wasn't locked up, and so like, kept playing, and the microphone just kept pushing away from him. And then he grabbed it with his mouth and pulled it over with his mouth. I was like, oh. I mean, it was like a stage microphone. It wasn't like, you know, it was like it belonged to the house. It wasn't like his microphone. So it's even more gross.
So it's got everybody's queastiness on it.
Yeah. I'll never. I made that mistake of not bringing my own microphone once to playing at Kilby Court, and it was like the most disgusting microphone I've ever seen in my life.
And it's not even a bar.
Yeah. what was it? Bert's Tiki Lounge. Those microphones were gross too.
Everything was gross at Bert's Tiki Lounge.
Yeah, I loved that place. It was cool.
I did too.
I played a few shows there.
But it was a pretty gross place.
Yeah, it was super gross.
The bathrooms were particularly bad.
Yeah, the whole like floor was a bathroom basically. It was so gross.
Word.
They had that big giant trough to pee into, and it's kind of like, yeah, all right, whatever. It's so weird.
Yep, that was Bert's.
Yeah, it was a fun time, but Political Pushover will always be like in my heart because it's it was my first band, and like we started writing these songs when I was like 15 years old, and it was like the first real band I played in. Like I played in like jam with like Josh Kapinski and Mike Smith, and then Mike passed away, and then me and Josh Kapinski kind of played, but we just kind of fell, we just didn't end up being like playing much after like high school. And it was really cool to like teach Ben how to play drums and like have him be part of it because he loved that fucking band. Like we had a website and had our emails on there, and Ben's email address was bennyboy@farts.com. And Brand's like, I'm not putting that on the website. It's just like so matter of fact, like a teacher. It's like, he's like, no sir, we are not doing that.
That's hilarious.
He's got a better idea.
I thought you were punk rock.
Yeah.
You could handle farts.com.
No, Brandon was like punk 77 or something at like hotmail.com. Like that's not much better, Brandon, than like bennyboy@farts.com. we had a message board, and people would come on and like leave messages, and it became like a pretty popular like message board. Like it was wild. They'd ask questions like, is Brandon single?
Yeah, he was quite the heartthrob back then, wasn't he?
I guess. I don't know. Like
But then so were you.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. I was Kiefer Sutherland lookalike. My doctor even said that to me when I was like, he's like, no, you look like that Kiefer Sutherland guy.
Word.
Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland, man. Like back in my prime when I was like 16. That's what I looked like, apparently. I think I had thicker, pointier eyebrows.
Can't argue there.
Yeah, dude.
Well, it's been fun having you on the show.
Yeah,
we
thanks.
got time for one last song. But before we go, besides on, like right here on my YouTube channel, is there anywhere else that Political Pushover exists online?
Yeah, the two records we listened to are on Spotify and like Apple Music and all major platforms.
Word. Well, hell yeah. Thank you for coming and being on the show and sticking it out through this hot, humid weather.
Yeah, well,
that
thank you
we
for
have
having me.
in this room.
Yeah, it's nice though. It's fun to hang out.
Word. And yeah, you folks have a pleasant tomorrow.
Sex and drugs
we'd like to thank you once again for joining us on another exciting episode of KWJUDAS on Gumption City Radio. We now turn you back to our regularly scheduled Gumption City programming.